All right, man, let's talk some NFL football, man. So the Seattle Seahawks made a lot of noise today. They released, the veteran wide receiver Tyler Lockett, and their superstar wide receiver DK Metcalf, man, requested a trade, which is kind of bananas. Uh, it's unfortunate, because the Seattle Seahawks was looking kind of like they were on a good pace last year, and then things just seemed to go downhill. And Geno Smith was, turning the ball over a lot. But it's like now, man, he gonna have to, see what management plan on doing. Are they finna go into rebuilding mode, or are they trying to clear cap space to try to bring somebody in? But Seattle ain't the most appealing place, like it used to be, I should say. As far as DK Metcalf, though, there's a lot of options for this brother. It's a lot of mixed reviews about his talent. I mean, some people don't think he's as good as he really is, and some people were saying like he's overrated, and I disagree, man. I think DK Metcalf is from the lineage of the early 2000s receiver as far as like the prototype. He's a big receiver, man, very physical, has a lot of will, when motivated at least. He didn't track down defenders when interceptions was thrown, and he don't mind getting physical, like with blocking as well. But I think he could assist a lot of contender teams, and I think he could be the missing piece. I mean, you can go the Chargers, for instance. Justin Herbert could really make some magic happen with DK Metcalf, because he ain't got but one solid receiver. The white guy, Lad, with the let's start with an M. His last name, it just slipped my mind. But that dude, he's solid. They need a lot of help on offense, so he could go there. Of course, the Chiefs, they could use him. Because you never, Pat ain't never had a big receiver like that, so that'd be crazy. Um, the LA Rams, if they get rid of Cooper Kupp, and add him, Matthew Stafford, man, we know what he did with Calvin Johnson, so I know they could draw some things up for DK Metcalf. And I saw something what Joe Mixon put on Twitter today. It's like he was alluding he could come to Houston. So, it's a lot of options out there, man, for DK Metcalf. I'm excited, man, to see him just go somewhere and flourish, because he's one of my favorite receivers to watch play. I'm a big DK Metcalf fan, and every time I play with him on Madden, I do numbers. So I just hope he go to the right situation. It's unfortunate it didn't work out in Seattle, but that's part of the business. But I also want to talk about some other NFL acquisitions, man. Washington Commanders, man, they picked up Deebo Samuel. I don't know how that's going to work out. It might have been a couple years late. I don't know if, what Deebo's status is going to be health wise, or because he was still dropping passes and things like that. Maybe you can attribute that to him not being healthy, but sometimes a change of scenery is all people need, and then they flourish. I'm not that thrilled about that acquisition, though, just being honest. I think if they had somebody like Tyreek Hill, I would be more excited. Jaden Daniels, had a great rookie season, but, they got film on him now. He ain't catching nobody off guard. Everybody's team, gets better. Nobody's team is never the same next year, including his team. So we'll see what happens. But it's not that crazy to me. Saquon Barkley, he got an extension with the Philadelphia Eagles. That's a good look. I'm happy for Saquon because he didn't break Dickerson's record last year, and I had already said he needed to get that Super Bowl to make up for it. He should, and I also say he needed a Super Bowl MVP, but I mean, he still got the Super Bowl, and it's all good. So the Eagles still at play making moves. I think a lot of people still trying to see like who gonna get Myles Garrett. That's like the biggest acquisition right now, free agency. Whatever defense can add Myles Garrett, they're gonna be heavily favored, So it's between Buffalo Bills, the Philadelphia Eagles, and I think it's like one more team they said, somewhat in the mix. But They say the Philadelphia Eagles going for him. I mean, as a matter of fact, they released a couple DBs, including Darius Slay. So they going for it. Caleb Smith in Chicago. He just got a veteran offensive lineman from the Kansas City Chiefs, man, Joe Thuney, in the trade exchange for 2026 fourth round draft pick. That's a great acquisition, man. Caleb Williams got a lot of slack last year for some reason. They made it seem like he had a horrible season. Caleb did very exceptional for the situation he was in. Uh, Coach being fired in the middle of the year and different coordinators, whatever the case may be, like it was just really a miss. And he still put up some decent numbers. That boy finna ball out. I'm telling you right now, man. And DK Metcalf could go there as well. Now that I think about it, because I think Keenan Allen is expected to possibly leave Chicago. It's not a guarantee he's gonna come back, so you never know. But yeah, that was a good pickup for the Bears, man. Getting him. It's a lot more, coming up, man, with the draft. Draft night is going to be very exciting, man. I'm excited to see what more NFL acquisitions is going to take place. But thus far, man, the biggest news is DK requested for a trade, man. And in the coming weeks, man, or in this offseason, man, we're gonna have to stay tuned to see where he ends up and what pieces he's gonna make for the next team, as far as like, will it be complete to, get over the hump for a championship. So y'all drop a comment below, man. I know Seattle Seahawks fans, it's not the best day for y'all, man. But you never know, man. Things is gonna be on the up and up. Sometimes things are just a blessing in disguise. Drop a comment below, man. Give me your thoughts on how you feel about DK and what team you think would be the best fit for him. And also, man, if you'll be so kind of subscribe to the God Level Genius YouTube channel. I am James Vergado, man, and as always, be God level. The genius is in you. God level genius.